when the Prime Minister can just lock down the country within 12 hours and just say how long it goes. Oh, it's going to go for 3 days. Oh, no. On the third day, we're just going to say it's going to last for 2 weeks. And then in the 2 weeks, it only just goes down to level 2 and things of that nature. And they're restricting every single thing that you can do. And Huawei Communications, who are connected with the People's Liberation Army Intelligence, that's Chinese CIA, have built the backbone of our telecommunications network, are setting up the 5G. What makes you think there's going to be another free election, New Zealand? What makes you think there's going to be another free election, ladies and gentlemen, when they can force you to put something on your body? You have to wear this, you know. I reckon everybody should be wearing a face mask that have a Star of David on it. Frankly, I am the Yoda. I am the Yoda. But if they, what makes you think there's going to be another free election when they're talking about forced vaccines? And if it ain't forced vaccines, it's coerced vaccines. Oh, you don't take a vaccine? Oh, you can't go to school. You don't take a vaccine? Oh, you can't get this job. You don't take a vaccine? Oh, you can't travel. That's forced vaccines, ladies and gentlemen. That's coercion. That is unlawful under the New Zealand Bill of Rights, which doesn't matter at all because the Bill of Rights can be completely suspended as soon as the Prime Minister locks down the country. What makes you think there's ever going to be another free election unless we beat them here and now, together as one? If we join, we can win. And if we win, well, then we'll have something that none of us have ever had before, a country of our own.
Vinny, I couldn't agree with you more. That I honestly believe that we have a very small window right now to stop this. And if we don't stop it, it's going to get out of control. I honestly believe that. I believe we still have that opportunity right now. And I think people are starting to realize the urgency of the situation that we're in. And all we can do right now, my friend, is just put our foot right to the floor and try and share this information far and wide. Sit down at your dinner table and have these conversations with your families and your friends, folks, because we are at a very pinnacle time in human history. Go ahead, Vinny.
I think the key here is agency. All right, and then that means basically the ability to act upon your own volition to accomplish things that you know to be right. That is what your agency means, ladies and gentlemen, and they're trying to rob you of that. Every action has a consequence, including inaction. If you are inactive in any way, shape, or form, ladies and gentlemen, that's okay. I was inactive for a long time. I used to believe in government. I used to think that vaccines were great, that they had double-blind testing and were perfectly safe, and that you could sue the manufacturer if you had side effects or something like that. But I found out that that wasn't the case. All right? And I was very, very depressed as a result. Well, not depressed first. I went through the grief process, like everybody does. First, I was in denial. Then I got angry about it. Then I started trying to bargain with it, and I was just like, oh, well, maybe if I can work and do money and stuff like that. And then when I realized I couldn't bargain with a system that doesn't bargain, that's when the depression hit me. And it was only once I employed my agency and went out there and started doing something, started helping people, started doing what my own basic skill sets of being a narcissistic, attention-seeking douchebag have allowed me to do, like be a talk radio show host. No offense, Barry. So whatever you do, you make sure that it's you doing it. You being yourself, doing what you know to be right. And if you just keep doing it, the universe will come and reward you. It'll say, hey, Vinny, you've got $500 worth of bills to pay today. We know you don't have $500, so here's a guy in Germany who gives you 500 euros on that same morning. Wow. Vinny, I know you haven't had a pie this morning and that you're really craving one and that you just did a 2-hour show without any breakfast. And so knock, knock, knock on the door. Here's your mate Dan with a pie. That's what the universe does. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you are being who you were supposed to be, who you were meant to be, who you were born to be, what you were bred to be,